Hi Scorpio, this is your reading for February 2017. My name's Leona from Super Conscious Soul, and here's your reading for today. So, in terms of work, I'm getting that it's kind of like there's a situation that no matter kind of what you do, it, it's like it's not right. There's a situation where you're feeling like you're just trying to make it right, but something's not going right at work, and you could almost be scapegoated. This is kind of talking about, because with your other cards as well, this is kind of talking about the fact that you're having to make some sacrifice at work, and it's not a just sacrifice. You're feeling like it's unjust, and you're kind of feeling like this situation's being put upon you almost. But this card can also talk about the fact that the these this this stress or this sacrifice from this thing at work or whatever in your work environment, this could be um, pushing you to grow in some direction. We've also got the King of Swords, so he's kind of searching for justice, searching for the truth. That's why maybe somebody at work's not pulling their weight, and it's kind of getting pushed up on you, sort of thing. So it's backlogging on you, and it's causing you problems, and you're like, I'm not really having this. So it could be that. I'm also getting, because this is the Tarot of New Vision, that somebody, can you see the baby there? Somebody could be hiding a pregnancy at work as well. You could be waiting until it's time to tell the boss. What we've also got is the Five of Swords, but it's in reverse. So this is telling me that there's some kind of conflict at work as well. It's telling me that you're trying to stay away from it. You really want to back off, but it's annoying you. It's getting on your last nerves, because we've got the King of Swords in reverse, and it's asking you not to be the King of Swords, because this is the advice card. This is asking you not to be like the King of Swords, not to in reverse, sorry, but to be the don't do anything dishonest at work. Basically, don't try and the King of Swords can be quite sharp. He can be cutting. He can create a lot more trouble than is necessary. So, and the King of Swords upright can also talk about the fact that the King of Swords, he's a very logical guy, he's very straightforward, he's very determined, but he has this little weakness, and it's the fact that he's a very affectionate person really underneath. Now, if you can touch into that affectionate side, so it's saying don't come with it with a war, because you cannot win this with a war. That's what it's saying. It's saying to treat it with love and kindness, to go into that affectionate side, to conquer it another way, so to speak. Okay, so in terms of love, we've got the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, and we've got the Chariot in reverse. So, what I'm getting from this is that there's something in your love life that you've just triumphed on. There's something that you've been working, you've put a lot of work into, and you're either about to receive a gift from this, or you have received recently a gift in terms of your love life. Something in your love life has changed for the better. And it's something you've kind of been working on for a little while. It's not just suddenly changed by itself. We've got the King of Wands, so there's a lot of passion in your relationship. There's a lot of fire energy. There's a lot of wanting to move forward. But then we've got the Chariot. So there's something kind of stopping the forward movement in your relationship at the moment. Or if you're single, there's something stopping you kind of looking, or going, or you might be looking, but you're not actually making any moves forward, because the advice card is death. So it's asking you to change. Let these changes come in. Let these transitions come in. Accept these changes. But it's also, we've got, because I pulled an astrological Art Nouveau card, and you've got Cancer above your love reading. So that's telling me that at the moment you're very nurturing, you're very much in your shell, you're a homebody at the moment, you're not really wanting to leave your space, you're just wanting to cuddle up with your partner, say. But maybe there's a sense that there's time to move forward with something, but something's not quite moving forward in terms of the relationship, and it's asking you to watch out for stagnation. Use some of the energy of the King of Wands and bring that fire back if you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, go out and have fun, and don't worry too much. Do you know what I mean? Just get out of yourself a little bit more. You're being too internal, too closed off, too crab-like. Okay, so in terms of finances, okay, I've got that. You could have done a lot of spending this month, and you're almost in a battle with yourself even. There's a case of like you wanting to buy something, like charging for it, but then there's also this like sense of, no, I must walk away from this. And where I'm getting that from is the Six of Swords, sorry, the Six of Swords, so we wanted to move away from this thing. And we've also got the Knight of Swords, so it's almost that charging in, that, yeah, let's go do this, we can, yeah, I want it. And then in the middle of those two, we've got the Queen of Swords, so she wants a bit more balance. She won't charge in so much. She's using her rational mind to think about purchasing. There is a little worry about finances because you do have 3 swords cards, so there could be a little worry about finances at the moment, but the advice card that you've got is the Queen of Cups. Now, what this is telling me is that you could be purchasing stuff using your emotions, or to fill an emotional void, so to speak. Don't use the purchases to feel better. Do you want this thing? Do you need this thing? That's what the cards are asking you, because it's like you're almost creating a little bit of worry for yourself because you're buying and then you're worrying about it, but then you're replacing it with this need to buy more because you're feeling very emotional, possibly. So yeah, try to be a little bit more emotionally balanced when it comes to your finances. Okay, so in your exit card, we've got the Star. Yay! So this can talk about going through a process of transformation in some way. It can also talk about treating things with love, in the sense of like, if there's any situations at the moment that's in your life, like treat it with a little love. And it says that you will be divinely guided, like celestially guided by the stars. Let's say, you'll be protected in some way. Yeah, it's about nourishing this. Like right now, it's going to be a really good phase for you creatively, emotionally. You're moving into a really good phase, but it's asking you, your advice card is the Five of Swords in reverse. It's asking you to walk away from any negativity, any challenges that are going to take you away from this star, from this emotional place, this place of being a little bit more balanced, a little bit more healed, a little bit more forgiving. Um, yeah, a little bit more forgiving. So that is what I have for you this month, Scorpio. I really do hope that has helped you.